अच्छा जी, हमने पिछले दिनों में मास्टर डेटा और पीआर की कॉन्फ़िगरेशन जो है वो देखी थी। उसमें जो है क्या, एमएम का जो मॉड्यूल है उसका डेटा फ्लो जो है वो जरूरी है,
अच्छा।
जिसके बाद हम ये समझ सकते हैं कि मास्टर डेटा इसका क्यों बनता है, कैसे बनता है। फिर रिक्विजिशन, आरएफक्यू, रिलीज स्ट्रैटेजी, हमने रिलीज स्ट्रैटेजी कर ली थी। ठीक है।
सही।
तो अब एमएम का मॉड्यूल डेटा फ्लो, first step is to determine requirement of the factory, the business,
हम्म,
and for production. प्लानिंग रिक्वायरमेंट्स आपकी स्टोर होती है, पिछली जो होती है उससे फिर देन यू कम अक्रॉस एंड गो फॉर सोर्स डिटर्मिनेशन, वेंडर डिटर्मिनेशन। किस वेंडर से क्या सामान खरीदना, व्हाट टू बी परचेज एट व्हाट प्राइस फ्रॉम विच वेंडर। उसी सोर्स लिस्ट ऑफ सोर्स में फ्रॉम दैट यू गेट द वेंडर, यू शॉर्ट लिस्ट अ वेंडर एंड यू नेगोशिएट। और उसके बाद फिर ऑर्डर, आप परचेज ऑर्डर उसका बुक करते हैं। परचेज ऑर्डर वेंडर को चला जाता है, फिर ऑर्डर फॉलो अप होता है। ऑर्डर फॉलो अप होता है, उसमें फिर जीआरएन होता है। दैट्स द नेक्स्ट स्टेप। नेक्स्ट स्टेप
तो
इज,
बेसिकली ये पूरी एमएम में जो है ये फ्लो है कि इस तरह जो है ये स्टेप्स हैं जो कि
जी
करके
जी,
कंप्लीट करना है।
जी बिल्कुल।
अच्छा अच्छा।
एंड द लास्ट थिंग इज इनवॉइस वेरिफिकेशन आपको परचेज ऑर्डर के थ्रू, और जीआर आईआर का जो वेरिफिकेशन होता है वो परचेज ऑर्डर के साथ आप उसे मैच करके रिकंसाइल कर देते हैं। उसके बाद आपका साइकिल कंप्लीट हो जाता है।
सही।
अब एमआरपी जो है, इट्स अ सब मॉड्यूल जिसमें एमएम का ही सब मॉड्यूल है, और प्रोडक्शन प्लानिंग का है जिसमें इट ट्रिगर्स द रिक्वायरमेंट, और वो परचेज रिक्विजिशन खुद से बना देता है और उसको रिलीज कर देता है। अगर कोटा आप बनाते हैं तो सोर्स
एमआरपी
आइडेंटिफिकेशन,
स्टैंड्स फॉर।
मटेरियल रिक्वायरमेंट प्लानिंग।
अच्छा, मटेरियल रिक्वायरमेंट।
इफ कोटा इज यूज, सोर्स इज आइडेंटिफाइड। सोर्स आपको वेंडर जो है वो निकाल के खुद ही दे देता है। अगर आप कोटा सिस्टम इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, कोटे में अगर आपने चीजें इस्तेमाल करनी है, अगर फिक्स अगर चीजें होती हैं कोटे में आप लोग करते हैं, तो फिर वेंडर इज सेलेक्टेड, परचेज ऑर्डर इज क्रिएटेड, and purchase order is then dispatched to vendor and follow-up is done. Then you receive the goods in one batch or different batches, or in the end, you reconcile the batches and receive invoice and pay vendor. ठीक है। तो
सही।
what is in material master before you place an order? Master data and transaction data. What is master data? Master data has many forms like material master, vendor master, purchase info record. What is purchase info record? It has all the record of vendor you purchased from last time, at what price, what quantity, and it tells you everything. Source list is the list of vendors who can supply you the goods, and they can give you the best rates. Quota arrangement, again, quota, how many number of product do you require, and based on that you can pull an order, and source can be pulled from that quota. ट्रांजैक्शन डेटा, ट्रांजैक्शन डेटा क्या होता है? परचेज ऑर्डर इज अ ट्रांजैक्शन, गुड रिसीट इज अ ट्रांजैक्शन, accounting entry is generated at good receipt, and invoice verification is the last step to complete your MM cycle. So MM specific master data is covered in material master, vendor master, source list, quota arrangement, purchase info record, and purchasing group. Material master has all information about the material, its type, its storage location, its quantity, unit of measure, its utility, its consumption, it's warehousing, storage, it's purchasing information. Purchasing related information are stored in purchasing view. Purchasing view of material gives you information about person responsible to procure, base unit of measure, GR processing time, batch management, user source list, and so on. Vendor master has all the details like vendor name, vendor address, vendor bank details, taxation, payment terms, everything. Vendor master record has 2 to 3 kinds of data: accounting data, control account, terms of payment, bank details, plus it has transaction figures, how much business has been generated for the from the vendor or for the vendor, and purchasing data, what is the payment terms and bank details and so on. Incoterms, taxation, currency, and so on. Vendor role can be different. It can be a different payee, it can be the invoicing party, it can be the goods supplier, it can be the order recipient, anything. So vendor has many roles, and these roles can be defined. Source list. It contains information regarding with the combination of material and plant. It facilitates determination of, so what is source determination? Vendor. Automatic assignment of source to the purchase of a requisition. Automatically it assigns a vendor to a PR. Okay. The source list has quite a lot of information to shortlist a vendor, to acknowledge a PR. Following is the order of it to search the source. Quota arrangement. Who can fill up the quota? A vendor. Source list. Who is maintained in a source list as a vendor? Purchasing info record is the third one, जिसकी बेस पे फिर आप वेंडर जो है वो शॉर्टलिस्ट कर सकते हैं. How to determine the source? Step number 1, quota arrangement. How many vendors can fill in the quota? Source list. Source list will generate purchase requisition based on agreed terms. उसमें एक ही फिक्स वेंडर होगा source list में. Outline agreement. Outline agreement is you have an agreement with a vendor to supply this much per month या per week, जो भी है उससे भी आप source निकाल सकते हैं. Info record. Info record is purchase info record of the past. It tells you about the vendor, the quantity, the purchasing price last time, and so on. इस तरह आप source निकाल सकते हैं. Quota arrangement, it helps to identify the vendor. ठीक है. It contains vendor quota percentage, minimum maximum lot size, validity period of the quota. Quota is basically calculated with this base quantity plus quota minus allocated quantity divided by quota. And you give a rating to the vendor based on that. Okay. What is the base quantity? And what is the allocated quantity? An allocated quantity, and based on that, you give a rating to the vendor. Base quantity and prerequisites. Quota user must be maintained in the material master purchasing view. To regulate the quota range without changing the quota. So we will make a material master, we will make a PR, and we will see what is missing, and we'll plug in the next class. Purchase info record is created for combination of material, vendor, and purchase organization. Purchase info record data. There is general data, control data, delivery time, minimum quantity tolerances, prices, price history, and these history are recorded in purchase info record. Purchasing group is a group of people who are given the responsibility to purchase a certain type of material or group of material. ठीक है. Purchase requisition is the trigger to buy. It is generated automatically or manually. ठीक है. Item category and account assignment are important in PR. ये भी हम बनाएंगे. Item category controls requirement of material number. Account assignment, whether to place in stock or not, requirement of GR, IR. Item category, standard item, it is a standard item, consignment item, or third party. It depends, it give you categories. And stock material or consumable material, ये ऑप्शन आपके पास होता है. ठीक है. सिंगल और मल्टीपल अकाउंट असाइनमेंट. सिंगल in the case of stock consumable, it has multiple costs, multiple account assignment, like raw material consumption or store consumption and so on. Optional, these are mandatory. Cost center, project, sales order, asset, these are mandatory. Account assignment is about GL integration, and you have to assign or debit the cost object, which can be production order, GL, cost center, and so on. These are account categories: asset, sales order, production order, cost center, project, unknown account assignment. Account assignment, stock material with material master record. Account assignment, automatic account assignment from data is extracted from material master and it goes into stock account. And consumable with material master record, enter account category. User must enter the data consumption account or asset account. Without material master record, account category, which is production order, cost center, whatever, and it goes there. How to create purchase requisition indirectly through MRP, plant maintenance orders, or manually, and it creates a purchase requisition. Processing PR, MRP, or planned order creates a PR or through manual creation. Then it is released. You identify the supplier, allocate and process requisition, and then you create purchase order, release order, or RFQ. ठीक है. RFQ is used in purchasing, compare different vendors before placing an order. It has all the information that can be transferred to the PO. Structure is very simple. Delivery schedule, how many pieces you want, who is the vendor, deadlines, everything is in a request for quotations. So quotations are then compared, ठीक है, based on price, quantity, mean time, minimum order quantity, deadlines, and based on that you select a vendor. ठीक है. Release strategy ये हमने उस दिन की है. Very easy release strategies for releasing PO at certain price levels. It can be with or without classification. We did with classification. Release procedure, it has classes and conditions which are then given to user logins and assigned with that, और indicator जो है उनको फिर दे दिया जाता है release करने का. Without classification, there has to be a value, material group, account assignment, category, and plant. And based on this, release strategy can be applied. With classification, there is a certain slab to release and there is a hierarchy to release. ठीक है. Requisitions, it can be based on multiple or individual, which can be upgraded to purchasing PO. ठीक है. So in summary, data flow क्या होता है और क्या क्या involved होता है, you have seen that. ठीक है. तो